everyone, welcome to today's video. We are going to do something really fun today. That is going to be to look at ChatGPT in a way that we can help streamline our marketing. So let's go ahead and get on the screen here. I have the paid version, but I want to do is the free version of ChatGPT. And with that, I want you to see the free version so that way everybody has access to it, okay? So with this, you're going to see it on the screen here. And what we're going to do is go through a few prompts. And I want you to look at it in a way that helps you to get a good call to action, to start thinking about how you can leverage some captions maybe that talk about benefits and features. So let's start with the very first prompt. And we come into the box in the middle. I'm not logged in, so I want you to see that this is the free version and what we get with it. So if you're going to keep these, you want to create an account. So I want you to go over and go to the login, sign up, either one, and you're going to have an account set for this. Okay, so once you get in, then you can always come back to it. And then on the left-hand side, you'll see two things. There's a new chat or the option of advanced features. So we're going to just stay logged out. For this particular exercise, I'm going to give you a few prompts, and I want you to go to chatgpt.com and start practicing these for your business. So let's start with our very first caption. What I need to do is tell this prompt who I am and what I do. So let's come up with a fake business. Let's see, what can we use? All right, so I want you to read my screen. It says, I own a local cafe and we serve busy moms, college students, and working men who are out early for work. I'm going to zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. All right, fantastic. So then you should be able to see my prompt. What I need to do next is tell it what I'm looking for from this response. Okay, so you'll see I gave it in this very first conversation how I reach people on the digital platforms. We have social media, website, online ordering platform, and a Google business listing. Let's go on. Now I started with my goal is to right here. So I'm going to stop for just a second. My goal is to, and that then fills in the blank for what our call to action is. How do we target the message to do what we want it to do? So let's say that our goal is to increase. What could we do? We could do either our in-store traffic, our drive-through traffic, our pre-order, our online ordering platform usage. Let's choose one and stay really focused on this month. So let's say this month we have a goal of increasing our return rate of our customers. So if you drink coffee on the daily basis, an average of 30, then we want to serve you X number of days per month. We want to be a choice, a top choice for you when it comes to getting your morning beverage. Okay, so we want you to come back. If you come typically once a week, we would like to double that. Okay, what you see here is that, can you help me create social media post captions for the next 2 weeks that focus on repeat customers? Let's go ahead and send that. And then we have some follow-up questions that we want to ask it next. Oh, and we should probably come up with a name. Let's say Coffee Cafe. Now we're going to give it some information. The better information that we start with now in this very first conversation is going to help it come up with a complete, not fill in the blanks, but a complete caption for us to be able to copy and paste. So I enter 1 or 2 sentences now, and I asked for 2 weeks worth of content. Then I'm going to get back the information without having to tweak anything a little bit later. We just click the arrow up. Now we are going to wait. I'm going to zoom back out because I want you to be able to see all of the things that are happening. And you can see down below, we have the topic, and it has also brought in some hashtags for us. So it included the hashtag strategy anyway. So 123 Main Street, Coffee Cafe, and then it goes along with some additional ones that match the topic. So let's start at the bottom. We have 14 pieces of content that we can use. And this says, double the fun, double the coffee. Why settle for 1 cup of coffee when you can have 2? Come in for your first cup, then come back later in the day. Pick me up on us. Show us your receipt for 50% off your next drink within the same day. So on us does not equal the 50%. I want you to read them and make sure that what's on the screen makes sense. Okay, let's zoom back in for you. Keep coming back for more. Once you taste our coffee, you'll be hooked. And then it adds the little graphic visual to go along with it. And this one here. And here at Coffee Cafe, we're all about making your mornings better every single time. Text someone who should make us their regular spot. 123 Main Street, repeat visits, Coffee Cafe addiction, your morning fix, 123 Main Street. And I want you to see that we have that same process all the way through the 14 days that came back to us. Okay, so let's go to the very beginning, just because I want you to see what it came up with. So if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, I ask it a question and it's going to respond in a way that says, I understood what you were asking, and let me go ahead and take that on. It says, of course, I'd be happy to help you craft social media post captions that focus on driving repeat customers for Coffee Cafe. Here are some ideas tailored to your audience and your goals. Now, remember, our prompt gave it our name, our audience, our mission. So we want to get repeat customers for the month, and who we serve. And as we go down through day 1 through 14, you'll see that there are other things that mornings made easier. You're a busy mom. Loyalty tastes better. So we have, if we offered it, then we could incorporate a loyalty perks. Keep your coffee close and your friends closer. We're a community. So you'll see there is a variety of things that you could choose from. So out of the 14, I'm sure you could come up with a few. What do we do next? I'm going to zoom down to the bottom. It says these captions should help encourage both new and repeat customers to engage with your brand and keep them coming back. Let me know if you'd like more ideas or some adjustments. And in this case, what I would like to do is come up with a visual to go along with it. Maybe I don't have 14 pictures of the products, which I hope you would. And I would encourage you to start taking a whole gallery of pictures of your products and services, your customers, your job sites, all of those. So that way, when you have your content caption here, you can go back to your Google photo album or your iClouds and pull those out and start incorporating them into your graphics. If not, let's ask ChatGPT for some ideas. Now I have 14 prompts. I need 14 pictures to collaborate with this. So we're on all of the social media channels. We want to publish this in our Google Business Manager, our LinkedIn profile, so that way we can hit all the teachers at the local schools, for example. We want to publish this out on our Facebook and Instagram, of course. How do we get the images to line up? So the next question that we are going to ask in our prompt is, could you give ideas for what the photos and images should be for these posts? And now it understood, it acknowledged, and it tells us what it's going to do for us. And it gave us the topic and the image idea. So let me scroll down for us. A cozy shot of a steaming cup of coffee on a table with a warm morning light, a laptop, a book, or something beside it. These are the customers who are busy but making time for a good cup of coffee. And an additional idea that it came up with was a smiling mom with a stroller or a student in a backpack holding their coffee to go. So we've got two options for the same caption here. Don't use them both, but we could get better use out of it because we have two ideas. And then if I go down, you're going to see that I'll reveal all of them. Loyalty tastes better, close up of the loyalty card with a few stamps, or maybe the phone app. And you can get mock-ups and put that inside a phone so that way I can visualize what your reward looks like. Or a regular customer getting their coffee with the loyalty card in hand, happy and ready to hand that in for you to redeem. And the additional idea here is a photo of a coffee cup next to the rewards program. Then we have more, and it just continues on. We don't need to go through and read all of these, but you can absolutely do this for your own. So the goal here is to get one focused message, repeat customers, increase our drive-through sales. Maybe we want to have people pre-order in the app and do curbside if you are a restaurant, for example. Then we are going to start with ChatGPT and tell them who you are, what you do, who your customers are, and your goal. Ask very specifically if it could help you come up with a few captions for the next few weeks, and then the graphics to go along with it. So as you're taking the pictures, you can either go into your gallery and start looking for the pictures that you've already taken, or if you're bringing somebody in that's a photographer and you're having professional photography shot for this, which is a game changer, then you could absolutely hand them this and give them the instructions of each of the photo shoots that you want to have back. So this would be the friends or a discount. So the sign, for example, and you can use this as a list for the photographer, or you could just batch this in one day, saving tons of time. And you could simply just have a photo shoot for the entire week. So you plan ahead of time. When it's time to schedule it, then of course you've got all of the tools and the captions, the schedulers ready. You've got all of the images that match up. All you would have to do is put it into a software like Canva, for example, add your logo in the bottom corner, and now it's a branded picture for you because you want to carry through your brand, your logo, your font, all of the things that are related to that. And of course, if there's a place that has a caption on that photo or the image or whatever that graphic might be, that's another opportunity for you to brand. And if you have a logo on your products, think of product placement, make sure that your logo is facing the front when you're doing this side of it as well. And now let's talk about a few call to actions. So the last thing that we'll go over today will be the call to action. And it knows our goals. It knows who we are in our audience that we're serving. It's come up with a few things for captions, such as getting the different audience members to resonate with the message and a graphic to go along with it. Now, let's talk about that call to action. let's brainstorm an idea or two here. So our response is going to be, whoops. Okay, now we want to come up with a few ideas. As we scroll down, we're going to click this arrow. It zooms all the way down to the bottom, and then it keeps us going. It's going to get really fast here really quick, so I'm going to scroll back up so it stops scrolling so you don't get dizzy. And let's just start at number 1. While it's processing, I know it's processing because these 2 buttons will change when it's done. Let's start at the top. And our call to action is, do you want to make your morning smoother? Order ahead through our website or app and skip the line. Click here to place your order now. The next one, get rewarded. Sign up for our coffee rewards program and start earning. Your next cup is on up. Sign up today at this link. And it tells you who this is for. Are you ready to make today's coffee just as good as yesterday's? Come back and enjoy 10% off of your cup today. And here's our address and our website online orders. Oh, and then the other thing too is that it actually came up with an email sequence as well. So if somebody came in and we have their information in the email database, we could absolutely email them and say, thanks for coming in today. I hope to see you tomorrow. And they have signed up for that information and they're looking forward to getting those discounts. So they're eagerly awaiting that email from you anyway. So that is actually going to be a really good conversion. So that way you can push that information to them and they are happy to walk in the door the next morning. Here's another example. Tag a friend and then bring them in for 10% off of their first drink. That's good for Instagram and Facebook and an in-store promotion. Another thing to do with this in-store promotion idea is that you could have this throughout your location. So if you have a spot that is picture worthy, so I would say Insta worthy, if it's Insta worthy, and you could tag somebody, so take a picture of me and my drink and tag my friend and say, I'm here, you should come tomorrow with me. And they then get tagged and they can come in tomorrow and get their redemption on this discount as well. So the benefit of having somebody do that in store is that it's live, it's peer review of your product. So it's something that they would recommend. And in that case, then you get a new audience, which would be their friends and family, which is a super cool way to start getting new eyeballs on your content. And our last one to look at here, there's more, but I want you just to get the idea and start brainstorming through. And this one says, loyalty has its perks. Don't forget to use your loyalty points on your next order. Click here to check your balances now. So if you have a online or a digital promotion, this would be a great tool for those who have the program and aren't using it. Because if they come in more often, you have more buyers, which increases your bottom dollar. There's 4 ways to increase our revenue. And this is one of them to get them to continue to come back more and more. And that could go out on your website, on your social media, through your email, and even on your Google Business Manager. And that's an introduction to leveraging 3 things that can help you and your social media be more effective, more efficient with your time, and have a better conversion rate.